Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going through the McGill Big Three exercises to help you get out of low back pain. There are a lot of information about the McGill Big Three exercises, but there's not any great tutorials on how exactly to do it because it depends on your level at which you can do the exercises. So that's why in this video, we're gonna go through the beginner level exercises so that you could follow along with me. You could regress it or make it easier for yourself, or you could progress it and make it harder for yourself. I'm also gonna go through the exact time recommendations that Stuart McGill advises for you to do for each exercise. Okay, so I'm in the proper setup for the trunk curl up position. So one of the things that I have to warn everyone about is that you shouldn't do any of these exercises if they increase your pain. What we're gonna do in this setup is we have one leg flex, the other leg extended, and you have to make sure that you have a neutral spine, which means that we're not extended with our stomach up too much. We're not having our low back flattened to the ground. We're right in the middle. And the reason for that is because a neutral spine can handle stresses a lot more than a super extended or a super flex spine. The next thing we're gonna do is put our hands underneath so that the low back should be in contact with the top of our hands, which can allow us to remain neutral. And what we're gonna do during the work time is we're gonna lift up our elbows and lift up our shoulders and our head just very slightly. You should almost not be able to tell that I'm lifting up anything because it is that slight. So I'm gonna start my timer. And again, I'm following through the exact recommendations given by Dr. Stuart McGill. When we start, we're gonna breathe through this exercise. And the last thing is we're going to tense up our abdominals to a level that does not increase discomfort or pain for you, and certainly does not produce more pain or discomfort for you, but we need to be bracing during the times when we're lifting up. We're going to lift up for 10 seconds, relax for 3 seconds. For this first round, we're going to do 5 sets. So let's begin. I hit my other timer for 20 seconds. You don't necessarily need 2 timers for this. You don't actually need any timers for this. You can go by, for example, I'll have some clients do 2 breaths and just have a short interval, 2 to 4 second rest period in between. This time we're gonna go for 3 sets for this second round. And I'm gonna switch sides for this second round, my legs, so it balances out. Timer for another 20 seconds of rest. And I'm gonna reset this timer. So I'm only gonna do 1 set for this last round. All right, so let's move on to the side plank. The side plank, we would do the left and the right side, and I'm just gonna demonstrate the right side for camera's sake and for brevity. And what we're gonna do is follow the exact same protocol, and I'm gonna do 4 sets for this first round, followed by a 20-second rest, 3 sets, and then finally 2 sets. I have a neutral spine already when I'm up in this position. I'm not sagging here because that's not a neutral spine. We want to be in a neutral spinal position. I'm going to tense up my abdominals. I'm going to come up and I'm going to breathe in the same way that I did during the trunk curl up. So let's begin. Final one coming up. Good. I'm gonna rest 20 seconds. So the other thing we gotta make sure to ensure a neutral spine is that you're not rounded like this and you're not super extended. It should be in the middle and it should be most pain-free. So we're gonna get ready for second round, and in this case, we're gonna be doing 3 sets. So I'm gonna change my timer to reflect that, and let's begin. Last one for this round. So we would rest 20 seconds, and then I'm gonna get set up for the last round, and we're gonna do 2 sets for the final round. So these exercises are really good because they minimize spinal stress while maximizing the muscles that support the spine. So you get support for your spinal muscles that support the spine and less stress on the actual spine. Let's begin. And we have the last one for this set. Our last exercise is the bird dog, and you would do the right and the left side. I'm just gonna demonstrate my right arm and my left leg going back, but I want you to do your left arm and right leg going back as well. And for this setup, we're gonna be on all 4s. When we go up, we're trying to get not super high, but enough where we can get some nice hip mobility while maintaining a super stiffened and neutral spine posture. So the other thing when we set up is you don't want to be too extended, you don't want to be too flexed, you should be right in the middle. We're going to be bracing before we come up, and when we come down, so when I bring my arm down, I'm just touching the floor, I'm not resting on the floor, then I'm coming right back on up. So for this first round, we're going to do 4 sets. So let's begin the bird dog. Don't forget to breathe while you're doing this exercise. We're gonna rest for 20 seconds. And then on our second round, we're gonna do 3 sets. So a lot of people, when they think bracing in this exercise, they'll think obliques, abdominals, but they don't think about the low back tensing up. And you have to think about that during the bird dog because the low back is very much supporting us. So let's begin the second round. So for the final round, we're gonna do 2 sets. And again, do not forget to do the other side. That goes along for the side plank as well. When we're pushing back, also you should feel like you're trying to push your leg away from the wall as though it's touching a wall. Let's begin. So that concludes the trunk curl up, side plank, and bird dogs. In the future, we're gonna go through each of these videos to go through some of the regressions and progressions to help you find the right level for you. I have clients that generally will always use some level of this progression during their low back rehabilitation. So I want you to find the proper level for yourself. And if you have any questions at all, I'm totally happy to help. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.